In the description under each video there is a link to the LGBT dating Telegram channel. Subscribe and find your other half in life.
You think? I asked as I removed my mask. I'm sure, Camila, you've never danced in such a sensual way like you did today. Everyone left happier than usual. She laughed, making me laugh too. I don't know why I danced like that. I never saw that woman here before. Do you know her? I asked, taking off the few clothes from the show. I saw Candice come into the club with her and another woman. She seems to be someone important. Yeah, the woman of the emerald eyes seemed to be very important. Her businesswoman aura was evident. She had a serious posture and somewhat arrogant that was so attractive to me. She's very beautiful, I said without realizing. Dinah looked at me, somewhat curious. Her gaze was suspicious and evaluative. You liked her, didn't you? What? Where did you get that from? I asked faster than I should have, showing a hint of nervousness in my voice. The way you danced for her, Mila, it seemed like there wasn't anyone else there. I bet that she must have her panties wet. Her laugh echoed through the dressing room. I rolled my eyes and put on my clothes. Don't speak nonsense, I said, throwing a small pillow at her face. Well, what an amazing show, I heard Candace's very excited voice. I turned towards her with a broad smile. You liked it? You were wonderful, Carla, it couldn't have been better. I already received high offers for you, you know? You told all of them that I wasn't available, right? The club was for striptease, but a lot of the dancers did some extra things with the men who offered them a good amount of money or goods, but I wasn't one of them. Since the beginning, my deal with Candice didn't involve intercourse with Imperium's customers, and she always respected that. Today wasn't the first time that I have received quite the attractive offers. I admit that the amount of money they offered was tempting, but my character wouldn't allow me to do such act. Yes, I said no to all of them, Camila. They were somewhat disappointed with me, but I told them you're just a dancer. Thank you, Candice, I said, hugging the woman. These last few years, Candice has become kind of a godmother to me. She helped me, took me in, and treated me like a daughter, which obviously earned me a series of enemies. After all, I was seen as the favorite. But I don't really care about it. In the beginning it was hard, having half of the girls against me wasn't easy, but with the help of Dinah and Normani, everything became easier, and of course, with the blessing of Candice. You know you don't need to thank me, Camila, you were wonderful, you're Imperium's gem. She said smiling, they call you the untouchable. One of these days I'll want a job here, Dinah said laughing. I don't know why you haven't joined us, Dinah, men would love to see you dance with that body. I always tell her that, I said, packing my things. I can't, Saipi would kill me for sure, she said laughing, I'd rather stay in my area in the office. Well, girls, I'm going to go back to the club, I need to give some attention to some special guests. The blonde turned towards the door, but I called her. Yes? She asked, turning to face me. I was a little unsure about asking it, but I needed to know who that woman was. Who was that woman who was watching me today? I asked in a small voice. What woman? The businesswoman who looked more like a magazine model, Dinah said smiling. The one in the first row, you know? Where Camila swayed her hips for her. Denal. Candice started laughing, making me feel embarrassed. I know who she is, she's a very important businesswoman. The woman who was next to her is my friend. It was she who brought her here, but I can't remember her name now. The alcohol leaves me with a little amnesia." The woman said, chuckling. I just nodded, somewhat dispirited for not even knowing that woman's name. Maybe after today I wouldn't even see her again. I grabbed my small bag, putting it on my shoulder, making a brief sign for Dinah to accompany me. "She liked you," Candace said, making me stop. I turned to her, and she was looking at me. "How do you know?" I asked, suppressing my excitement at the knowledge. "Let's just say that she was one of the people who offered me money to meet you, Camila." Oh my God, the woman of the emerald eyes really was interested in me, I thought, somewhat nervous with the situation. Should I go talk to her? No, you don't even know her, Camila. Should I have asked you? Candace asked, seeing the explicit doubt on my face. No, of course not, it's the same answer for everyone, I said, trying to convince myself more than her. Dinah and I said goodbye to Candace and we left through the back door. I remember that night I could only think about the intense gaze of that woman, and how her authoritative way attracted me. Camila's POV. The traffic in Miami was never easy. I had the feeling that place had more cars than people. We were behind a huge row of cars, where stressed people honked continuously. We had exactly 15 minutes to get to the office. Today for some reason it was requested for us to be punctual. From the last heard murmurs, a new presidency would be presented, and I thanked God for it, because having to put up with that old man as the boss was at least boring. Of course we had no idea who would occupy his position, but I didn't believe that it could be worse. Dinah was looking attentively for any open space somewhere, so we could drive out of there. Allie just read her reports on the back seat. "This place looks like hell today," Dinah said. Her voice sounded somewhat angry. "Dinah, do not say that name, please," Allie scolded her, making me stifle a laugh because of the face that Dinah made. We met Allie as soon as we started working at Jauregui Industry. She already occupied an assistant position in the advertising department. We got along well since the first day, so well that after a few months we decided to rent an apartment in downtown Miami. Allie was a small-town girl, extremely religious, but she was such a sweet and comprehensive being. She knew about the second life me and Dinah had, but she never said anything. On the contrary, she always supported us. After 10 minutes without moving, we were able to move a few blocks thanks to Dinah's great skills at the wheel. We hurried up, entering the building before someone noticed our delay. Everyone was euphoric and nervous. The news of the new presidency was at least polemical. Is it my impression or is everyone restless? Allie asked, putting her things on her desk. It's not your impression, Allie, everyone is nervous. I don't know why, I'm the one who will have to deal with the new beast every day, I said, somewhat bothered. Yeah, Mila, you were the chosen one, Allie said, smiling. I heard it was a woman, somewhat arrogant. God, I really hope not. It's enough having to endure that old man for years. Yeah, he's really disgusting. We talked for a few more minutes, when Austin knocked on the door, calling us. Girls, it's time. We're going to meet our new master, he said, laughing. I prayed a lot for whoever it is, to be someone good, Mila, Allie said with a shy smile. I hope God heard you, Allie. We walked to the conference room, where the administrative sector was in full strength. Everyone was whispering among each other. That was annoying. Working in that place was like being in the jungle every day, because people swallowed and killed each other like animals for power. Obviously in the figurative sense of the thing. I hate to be in the same place as these people. The financial sector thinks they're the kings of the whole place. Dinah rolled her eyes. Hey, I'm from the financial sector. Austin grumbled. Everyone but you, Austin, I said, smiling. Austin Mahone was the supervisor of the financial sector. Ever since the first day I started working here, I've received his insistent advances, which, by the way, are not reciprocated. I never treated him badly because he didn't dare cross the line with me, but it was at least bothersome to have to decline him so many times, but he didn't seem to care. I could even consider the possibility of giving him a chance, but only when I thought I was ready to get involved with someone.
Support the channel with a reaction and write a comment under the video. Thank you very much for staying with me on the channel and subscribing.